where does this leave his legacy, though? Because if you want to be super cynical and super negative about Conte, you say, oh, look, it's a win-win. He can say, oh, I left this team. I took them to 4th place last year. I left them in 4th place, right?
Yeah.
If they then don't qualify, he can say, oh, look, I leave, and then they slide down the table.
Yeah.
If they do qualify, he can say, oh, look, it's my staff,
Yeah.
Stellini and Mason, my guys, the team I built,
Yeah.
the values I instilled in them, and they finished top 4. So if you want to be really cynical, he can spin this into a win-win,
completely.
win-win,
You're
win.
right. You're right.
I think that would be dishonest.
It would be, because this season hasn't been good enough, really.
No.
I think there's a lot of us who thought he could build on from the finale of last season when they just overtook Arsenal to finish top 4. Let's not forget, they spent £140 million on this squad for him. They signed 14 players. We can agree or disagree on Richarlison, Pedro Porro, Perisic, Kulusevski, Bentancur, all of that. Romero, maybe we can. Some of us will like them, some won't. The lack of creativity still in that squad. Some issues in the squad not addressed. I get it. 140 million euros, pounds is a lot of money.
No. And they play worse football this year than they played last year.
Definitely.
And I know we can go and point the finger at Heung-min Son and say, why aren't you as good as you were last year? Fine. Maybe that's on Conte, maybe that's on Son, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But overall, there is no question the football's far worse. Most of their analytics metrics are far worse.
Yeah.
And he's paid a lot of money to make the team play better. Yeah. And I don't think, when people re-examine this and are honest, nobody's going to dispute the fact that he had a far worse season this year than he did last year.
True, but what's crazy is that they beat City at home, they beat Chelsea at home, they draw away.
Well, that's no great shakes.
No, but you know what I mean? Still, so they still, I think they are capable.
Yeah.
And yet they have those incredible, terrible starts for most of the season, first half, when they 2-0 down at Bournemouth and things like that. And you just think like there was never any control he feels from that team. Really struggling with the ball more than ever. And maybe he shows that in a very difficult year, he was just not up for it.
Maybe, you can go back, maybe a fitter Bentancur, maybe if Bissouma's never gotten hurt, or if he'd just been better.
No, maybe, but with ifs.
Ifs.
But who's going to take him now? Who's going to take Conte? Can he go to Inter? Could they sack Inzaghi and bring him back? Will he wait for the Juventus job once Allegri is gone?
Well, the difficult thing, he now has a rep as somebody who not only earns a big salary, but makes a lot of demands that is difficult and doesn't stick around for long. And if he were coming off a high, right, then that would be fine. Then you would get a big team or a team, maybe a tier down, saying, oh, yeah, I'm ambitious. I want you. I think at this point with these demands, you might even need to take a step further back, not just take a pay cut, but also go to a team where the guy tells you, all right, you're going to have to work within these parameters. So it'll be interesting to see. I hope he's okay for his own mental health, because that is a big part of this piece. And I think it's one that a lot of people are maybe underestimating how big a role that played.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.